We're gonna hop on a middle of the day live. Actually, evening. I guess it's what, 6 o'clock maybe? Almost. Let's see if anybody hops on with me. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's warm sweet tea. It's very unsouthern of me to not have iced tea. And people around here think I'm weird because I like tea. I like it to be fresh, so it has to be like made within the day. I will not drink next day tea unless I absolutely have to. Well, I say that because like in my house, I drink warm sweet tea. And when I go to other people's house, like I won't put ice in my tea. And I don't know, it must just be my family thing. Because my mom will drink sweet tea, my dad will drink sweet tea, my brother likes it like this. Just likes it warm. So we make, like boil my water and stuff. Hey Chas, I boil my water and stuff, and then I drink the tea warm. My husband thinks I'm weird. My daughter doesn't like it like this. It's just me and I guess my brother, but I like warm tea. But I like it sweet. I like sweet tea though. Like I gotta use, like a lot of sugar. But I like it warm. Awesome. Well, Chas, we're home. Because I told you about the dog. We're home. I can't go nowhere. I'm stuck at the house. And I thought... yeah, cold and sweet. Well, here's the thing. We go through like a lot of pitchers of tea. I'm the only one that drinks it. And Lakin will drink it, but she wants it with ice in it. She'll be like, I want ice. I'll be like, you want tea? She's like, yeah, I put ice in it. But I like it warm. And so I make a gallon of tea a day, or maybe like a little less than a gallon of tea a day. And maybe like 2 cups short of a gallon of tea. And if I don't drink it, then it probably won't get drunk. Probably won't get drunk. Lakin likes water, and Andy likes pop. And so, I don't know. I drink a lot of tea. It's better for you than pop. Now, I can't say it's better for you than water. I despise water.
I was literally about to say that.
Lincoln said I'm literally about to say I don't know why. Why does water, I don't know. I don't like water. Like, I wish I could drink it. I wish I could be a water person. Like, I feel like I would be a lot healthier. I feel like I'd lose a lot of this weight if I would just drink water. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I said, Mom, I don't know why I've gained so much weight. And she said, well, if you want to lose weight, I'll tell you how. She said, you're going to have to start drinking water. You're going to have to start drinking water. I said, well, I'll probably just be fat then. Because I can't do it. I can't drink. I don't like water. I don't like water. Now, I'll drink it if it's last resort. I'll drink water if it's last resort to, like, certain pops. So, at my mother-in-law's house, she always has, like, water, and then she'll have, like, Pepsi or Coke to drink. And I would soon drink water than I would drink Pepsi or Coke. I'm a drink snob. You talk about, like, people being coffee snobs. I'm a drink snob. Very particular about what I drink. Honestly, I'm so particular about what I drink that if I don't have the certain drink that I want, I will go thirsty. I will dehydrate myself all day. All day I will dehydrate myself all day if I don't have, I will not. And tap water, I will not drink tap water. And I know that people, it's nothing against like people that drink water. I know, hello, how are you? I know that a lot of people drink, tap water. It's not like I'm looking at people and being like, ew, you drink tap water? No, it's just that I can't stand water. And to me, like, tap water tastes like chemicals. And I can't do it. I don't know, guys. I'm from Kentucky. Yes. I don't. Here's the argument. Is like people. It's mostly northern people that say we're not from the South. It's funny because Kentucky's like smack dab in the middle, and if you ask us, we'll say we're from the South. But if I said, yeah, I'm from the South from somebody up north, a lot of people would be like, no, you ain't. That's not the South. And so I say, yeah. I mean, we are. But I usually say, you're from Florida. Okay, well, you get it then. You get it then. It's okay, Chas. But I just, yeah. A lot of people, it's funny because a lot of people that are up north, and if you're from Florida, people aren't going to be like, oh, well, you're not from the South, because you're literally from the South. But for whatever reason, the argument is that, like, Kentucky is like a northern state, but we consider ourselves southern. We consider ourselves a southern state, and like we're from Appalachia. So you don't get more southern to me than a hillbilly. You don't sound southern though. Oh, I wish I could read what your thing said. Does anybody know how to do a translator on messages like that? I wish that I could read people's messages in different languages. I can't read your message, I'm sorry. But yeah, people, like I said, you can't get more. Do I want to hear a joke? Make it clean. This is a family channel. I don't see it, Chas. I wish I could read it, because why did the duck go to jail? I don't know. Why did the duck go to jail? Oh no. Okay, well, since we're giving jokes, I'll tell you my favorite joke ever, and I've told this for years. I've told this for years. Why do cows wear bells? I'll give y'all a minute if you want to put a guess out. Why do cows wear bells? Okay. Any comments? No one wants to figure it out. I don't know why. Because their horns don't work. Guys, I've literally been laughing at that joke for years. I have told that joke since freshman year of high school. And we had a substitute teacher. Cows with no legs. They wear bells because their horns don't work. Ground beef. Do you get it now, Chas? Like their horns beep beep. But they they gotta wear bells because their horns don't work. We had a substitute teacher who was like I don't know, he was funny. He was a funny guy. And he told us that joke freshman year in social studies class, and I died and then went home and told my dad, and then thought it was even more funny that I called my grandpa, who lives states away from us, and told him the joke because I love it so much. I love it. I even taught my daughter how to tell that joke when she started talking to people. But yeah, I love a good dad joke. An appropriate dad joke. I love the dad jokes though. What do pigs do when they don't get their way? Pigs See, my husband can figure these out. When you tell jokes like that, he likes to guess. I don't know. They they swine. I told you I like a good dad joke. Oh gosh, you're gonna have me rolling and my eyes are done watering. Oh, from allergies, I think. Oh my gosh, they swine. Oh, I'm gonna try to remember that one. I gotta tell my husband that one. Oh gosh, I wish I had some more jokes. I can't never remember them. Marceline. Oh gosh, bless her heart. Oh, I can't keep it together with the with the jokes. You got me crying. You got me crying. Why can't chickens play baseball? It's got to do something with their wings. What is it? What can they know? Why can't they play baseball? Oh gosh. All they hit are foul balls. That one's a good one too. That one's not as funny as the pig one, but it's a good one too. It's a good one too. I like that one. There used to be a joke that I would tell that I told my daughter and then I told my husband, and I cannot remember it for the life of me, but it had me rolling for days. Yeah, I love them. That's really good. Can you tell I'm easily entertained? I love good, clean entertainment. Good, clean entertainment. Well, I wanted to get on this live. I wanted to get on this live because I haven't talked to anybody in what it seems like forever. I posted one video this week, guys. I have not been out to my legit, guys. I've not been out to my farm since Tuesday. Andy has done all the work. I've got baby rabbits on the way. My garden needs, I'd say weeds are as tall as the plants now. I haven't even looked. I haven't been there. I haven't been there since Tuesday. And I'd say I've got tomatoes that are like ready to pick. I mean, it's probably a disaster out there. But Chastity knows, but my dog got in an accident. He had an injury. We have no clue how. I don't know if it happened when we were gone. And he fell and hurt himself. And so he's like around the clock, 24 hours care. He can't be left by himself. And so I haven't been out to the farm. And on top of that, our washer broke this week. And so it has been just a whirlwind of just like, I have a million things to do. And I can't get them done because, I've got, like, these main things. And I'm not going to leave my dog. Like, I'm not going to do it. I can't leave him. And I wouldn't until he gets better. I thought it was funny the weeds are as tall as my place. Yeah, they probably are, Chastity. No doubt. No doubt. And, I can't do everything. And I can't go out there. Like, Andy is just, whatever Andy does is whatever gets done. And I hate putting it on him. Hey, Eric. I hate putting it all on him, but what do I do? Here's the thing. And I want to get serious here for a minute. Yes, we own a farm. We have a 3-acre farm where we homestead. We raise rabbits for pets and for meat. We've raised goats, horses, cows, and chickens. And we used to have ducks. I always forget the ducks because they were my least favorite thing. Those got moved out very quickly. But yes, we have a farm. And I forgot what I was saying. But it's like, it's hard. Like, no, like we are in like the busy time. Like, well, oh, I remember what I was going to say. A lot of people want to glamorize homesteading, and Eric knows because he's been here for a while. I don't like to glamorize it. I don't like to say, you know, it's just going to be, that it's like, it's Instagram or Pinterest, because it's not. Like I said, guys, I literally have not set foot on my farm and since Tuesday. It's been what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's been 5 days since I've looked at my animals, since I've seen my garden. And so I'm depending on somebody else to do it, which Andy's got it. I mean, he'll be okay. But I know he can't do it all. And, you know, like, the garden is in prime time right now. And so we've had, like, things happen, and so I'm having to stay here. I'm not able to like tend to the things that need done because, like I said, my dog is on 24-hour care right now. Like, I'm his person, and so I have to be here with him. And yeah, and you're talking about like it being the right, you know, like it's a lot of just like, I hate to say it because I don't want to toot my own horn, and I'm literally not trying to toot my own horn. I'm trying to bring awareness to this. It takes a lot of grit and a lot of just oomph about you to do homesteading. And you know, there's times like this where it's hard on me because I know my garden is a mess right now. I know that I've got babies on the way. Like I said, I've got a mama rabbit that's getting ready to have babies. I've got 15 rabbits at the farm right now, or 15 baby rabbits right now, along with all the other rabbits, the adult rabbits, that need me. That they need me. I've got babies that, you know, like are growing. I need to be getting weights on them. I need to be checking them. I need to be getting, you know, like I need to get them set up for sale, to find homes for them, or to figure out if we're gonna keep right breeders, if we're not gonna, you know, if we're gonna process some of these or some of those. Like, there's a lot going on, and like essentially my livelihood, how we survive and how I make an income is completely on hold right now. Like, it's, you know, it's like survival of the fittest right now, and Andy's getting done what he can get done, but he can't do all of the things. And hey, how are you? He can't do all the things. And so here I am, here I sit at the house, like I said, and I'm going to repeat it again for new people up here. My dog got an injury. He hurt himself somehow, and he's essentially like having an issue with his back end. Like, he's almost like, I don't want to say paralyzed because he can use one side of his back end, but he can't use the other side of the back end. So he needs help going to the bathroom. He needs help, you know, being fed. He needs, you know, water brought to him and drinks brought to him. And so I can't leave him. And because of that, my farm is being, you know, just like tended to by my husband. And it's just, it's hard right now. And so I'm hoping that he will recover. It's probably going to be a long recovery. Nice to meet you too, Wilbur. I love that name, by the way. Let me see. We've got some people commenting. So let me check the comments, and we'll go ahead and finish on with the story. I said hi to you, Eric, didn't I? I haven't hardly weeded our garden because of the baby wants to run and play, and she's too little just to let go, so I just let the weeds go. Hopefully Dylan can come home this weekend. Yeah. Get to it, LOL. It takes a lot of dedication. Not sure I could do it just because it's the right time. I kind of want to address that for a second, but give me just a second. Hi, Mike. How are you? Oh, I done asked you, didn't I? What happened? I got here late. So, I haven't been on the farm since Tuesday, Eric. My dog, suffered an injury. And we don't know how he did it. It's not like he got hit by a car or anything like that. He's old. Well, I shouldn't say he's old. He's older. I've had dogs that have lived to like, I think my childhood dog was 19 or 18 when she passed away. I'm trying to think. I think she was 18 when she passed away, which is really old. And then the dog that we had at the farm, Rusty, he's probably in some of the older videos. We have no clue how old he was, but he was a stray dog that showed up. He was done neutered by that point, and he was a full adult dog by the time he come to live at the farm. And he was around before I had married into the family, and I've been in the family for 11 years. They lived on that property for like 20 years. And so he was like around 20 years old, and he passed away a few months back. So, I mean, I've seen older dogs. He's only 8. The issue is that he's a real fragile type dog. And he has just a lot of like bone issues. And of course, like we, do the things to keep him, healthy and stuff, but he's a purebred, if that tells you anything. And purebred dogs are just, I don't know, they're fragile. And so, especially if they're little. And so he suffered an injury, and he's not getting any worse, but he's not really getting any better. I don't know if I don't really know. I don't know. It worries me to think if he doesn't get better, what's going to happen. Actually, I don't want to talk about it. What's going to happen if he don't get any better, but essentially he's paralyzed, on like his back end on one side. So he can't use one of his back legs. So all that to say that he's 24-hour care. Yeah, I'm hoping he gets better too. And honestly, like, I don't want to say it to complain, like, I'm going to be here with him. Like, I'm not going to leave him, and I can't take him with me. And for those of you that are new, like Wilbur, our farm is 15 minutes away from us. It's actually in a different county than where we live. And so we have to travel every day to go to the farm. And so he can't I can't leave him. Hi, Art, how are you? So, let's see. Yeah, I'm hoping. He is a Bower Terrier, which is essentially like a Yorkie. He's just what's very interesting about their breed is they are the very first AKC registered dog breed that was DNA tested to show. They're the first. They are the first breed in the AKC to show the difference in breed. The first DNA tested breed of dog in the AKC register, which I find very interesting. I didn't realize that until after we got him. Actually, I didn't know that until like 4 years ago. But yeah, and I find that very interesting. So I say they're like a Yorkie, but they are a completely separate, different breed. I think the claims were when the breed came out, they're originally from Germany, that people were just saying they were like a pretty Yorkie, but they're not. They are actually completely separate. But there is a such thing called a party Yorkie, which is a tricolor, and that is what he is. He is a tricolor, but he is a separate breed. And I don't say it right. It's I say Bower Terrier because I'm redneck, but it's Bior Terrier or something like that. Bior Terrier. I don't know. I don't speak German, so I can't say it like they do. But anywho, that's what breed he is. He's essentially a lap dog, and I love him because he's my dog. I don't have much for like house dogs or lap dogs or anything like that. He was bought by my husband. He was our very first dog that we had after our daughter was born. I don't know if he's sleeping or not. He was just in here. Lakin, is he laying down? He was just in here. I would say he's laying down and resting. If he wasn't, Chastity, he would probably be barking the entire time that we were doing this live. But he's not. He's, you know, he's trying to rest, and we're trying to let him rest as much as possible. But all that to say that I haven't been at the farm, and that's why I haven't been putting out videos. That's why I've got one video out this week. I've got one that's needed edited, but you know, like, life has happened here. And like I said previously too, our washer broke this over the last week, and I had, let's see, the last day I had a washer was Thursday of last week. Thursday of last week. So our laundry piled up from last Thursday. And Tuesday I went to the laundromat to get some of the bulkier stuff done. By that point we still hadn't had a washer. And thankfully my husband went and picked us up a washer on Friday. And so I've been working trying to get those clothes and stuff washed and things. And I did hand wash a lot of stuff, but it's... I have more respect for women who hand wash their clothes still today, and women that wash their clothes back in the olden days by hand, because I've literally worked muscles over the last few weeks that I didn't even realize I had, and I was sore the next day. And I'm still... and I don't mean to sound whiny about it. I literally, I'm like giving kudos to those women, because I am not, like, I've never had to do it. I've never had to do it, and now that I've done it, I feel it everywhere, in my shoulders, in my arms. Not my arms so much up here, but through here, in my wrists. in my carpal tunnel hands, and in my lower back. It does feel the hand washing, and so, and I feel like I'm being such a whiner on this live. I don't want to be a whiner, but I just say that because I have gained more respect for women that do that, and I thought, like, when I started, like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a pioneer, and I'm gonna and I'm gonna hand wash these clothes. And then you get, like, you fill the bathtub full of the clothes you need to hand wash, and you're getting, you know, like 10 garments in, and it's killing you. I've used a plunger in a bucket. Yeah, I almost feel like that would have been easier. I almost feel like that would have been easier. But I had definitely, you know what? I don't have no washboard here. I surely wished I did. I surely wished I did. We got a washboard at the church that somebody plays every once in a while. Maybe I should have borrowed it. But it brought to life a whole nother level of what just a few years back my ancestors had to do. And you know, I have 2 washboards. Yeah, that would be, that would have been, I don't know if that would have been more ideal. I'm going to say it would, because I was literally, like, taking the clothes and, like, and doing it, but wasn't, like, I mean, all the scrubbing was, like, in my hands. I don't even know if they smelled clean. They smell clean, so like I say, double the scrubbing, double the fun. Yeah, I love that. Wilbur, you're going to have to show up to lives more often. Keep me going double the scrubbing. Do dual scrubbing. What is that brand that's like the dual scrubbing power, the commercial? When I was a kid, we had the old wringer washer. That would have become very handy, because I had to dry these items that I washed and wrung out like twice. Like twice. I had to do it twice. Also, just to make you laugh, thank you. I'll appreciate it. Like I said, I'm easily entertained. But I found out how much of a pioneer I was. Oh gosh, what's funny to me is I talk about all the time these homesteaders like glamorizing homesteading. I don't see none of them. I don't see none of them washing their clothes by hand. I don't see none of them. So at least I, at least I can mark that off my homesteading pioneer pioneer list. Subscribe. I'm a true pioneer now. Oh gosh, I'm becoming unhinged. But yeah, that was a whole thing too. So like, it's just been, it's been, I was gonna say fun, but I don't want to lie. It ain't been fun. It's just been a lot of things going on. That's what I need to say. It's been a lot of things going on, and I would love nothing more to be out with my animals right now. I would love just to be in my rabbitry. I would love to be in my garden. This is my favorite. This is my favorite time of the year. Like I love to be in the garden. I love to be in my rabbitry. I love being with my animals. I love holding my babies, my baby bunnies and my rabbits and stuff. I love doing that. And and I'm here right now. And this is, they say there's a season. And this is the season we're in. This is what's going on right now. And if you've ever heard the term, if it's not one thing, it's 20. My mom used to say that all the time. And I kept telling Andy, I was like, listen, we've got 2 things down. I said, everything comes in 3s. So, I'm preparing for the 3rd. I wasn't saying for you to get tonight earlier. I put another comment to finish up the long one I sent because it wouldn't let me text any more of the letters. I was saying hopefully we can get to it. Oh, okay. You got a Rex! Oh! I love them! Would you know that? I love... What is his color? There's such a big variety in Rex colors, and I'm trying to like narrow, like in our area. I don't know how it is in your area. What you got rabbit? It's a breed of rabbit. He's jet black. I have a jet black baby. I don't know if you've seen him in our videos. You'll have to check him out. It's a breed of rabbit. The softest thing on legit. Rex rabbits, like if you felt a rabbit, you're like, oh, that's soft. If you felt a Rex rabbit, I'd call him Jelly Bean. I love that. If you felt a Rex rabbit, it's a total different thing. He came with the name Walter. The Velveteen is so soft too. Yeah. Well, I don't know how the Velveteen rabbit's coat are, but I can about guess what. Now I might be wrong, and I might be telling you wrong, and maybe Mike would be able to cue in on this. What makes a Rex rabbit's coat so soft is they are double coated. So the bottom coat and the top coat are the exact same length. And because of that, there's no friction in the fur. You can rub it up or you can rub it down, and it's just it's so it is so soft. I'll have to look if the Velveteen is the same way. From the looks of them, my guess is that they probably are the same way. Something about the Rex rabbits as well is they have the curly gene. So you can have babies that are born with curly-esque hair. And one of the main traits of a Rex rabbit, you've had many Rex before. Are the Velveteen and the Rex rabbit, are they the same with the double coat and the top coat and the top coat and the bottom? the bottom coat and the top coat, are they the same length? But that's what makes a Rex rabbit a Rex, a mini Rex or a Rex. They're the same, they're the same. Just the mini Rex is the off branch. They are anywhere between what is the for show purposes, they can't be any more than 4 pounds. If I'm telling you all correct, I might be wrong. In that I should know, but I don't. But the mini Rex are around 4 to 5 pounds, generally. Now I do have mini Rex that are more small standard size, but they give me small offspring. It's a mix between large offspring and small offspring, so that's where I'm at. But I do have mini Rexes that are 4 pounds. Adult size. But then I also have, I'm trying to find something to compare. So I have mini Rexes that are like, I don't know, like this big. And then I have in length. And then I have mini Rexes that are larger. I don't know much about rabbits, but I had a black and white one, like a cow. My Beth is black and white, and so is Manly. They're black and white. Manly is your standard size for mini Rex. Beth is larger. Beth is my favorite. Don't tell all the other rabbits, but she is my favorite. We had issues a while back ago. I don't know if you all watched the videos, where she had offspring that was not like, we were having major genetic issues with the offspring, and I blamed her. I blamed her for it because I had bred. You'll have to check out our channel, Wilbur. I have an entire playlist of rabbits. Yeah, don't tell the others. They probably notice because I love on her, like, constantly. But I had mislabeled her as bad genetics. We were having genetic issues, and people told me to go ahead and rebreed her. And it was killing me of the thought of having to process her. Because I don't think I could have. In my mind, I can separate, like, these are my meat rabbits. I eat these. These are my breeders. They get a certain amount of care. And then these are, like, my breeders become more close to me. Now, if I have a breeder that's mean, like a doe or something that wants to bite me and things like that, she's instantly in the pot a lot of times. Or gone, and so I don't deal with that as much as, but I'm attached to Beth. I'm attached to her, and so when we were having genetic issues coming up with her very first litter, I thought it's her fault automatically. I have no clue. No, I don't think so. For some reason, I'm able to take a clip. That's odd. No, because it says add as moderator. Huh. Well, all I can say, Mike, is don't misuse your power. Because I don't know what else to do about it. I don't know. I've never. That's odd. I don't know how to fix that. So I guess just roll with it. Yeah. Well, sometimes they're troll free. I have been blessed with the fact that a lot of times my lives are trollless. Thank God. Yeah, email me a picture, because I don't even know. Looks like scissors, and I clicked it out of curiosity. It said I clicked. I don't even have scissors on my side. Yeah, you'll have to send me a picture. I'll check it out after I get off live. That's odd. But anywho, we were talking about Beth, and she had, how many babies did she have? I can't even remember. 10? Maybe she had 10 babies. I gave 3 of them to Boise to raise, because Boise's babies were fat. And this is Boise's first go around, and she was doing wonderful. I'm just special, I guess. You made the cut. Yeah, legit. Oh gosh, yeah. You know what? It would be nice to have you as a moderator sometimes. Maybe if things start getting out of hand, I can use you. But anyways, her babies have been perfectly fine this go around. Now, granted, they're, I haven't seen them in 5 days, but they're doing good. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm hoping that everything carries out. Her babies are, nice, good, fat size. We haven't had any genetic issues pop up so far. And so I'm extremely thankful for that because I love her. She is a wonderful doe. She's a wonderful mom. She has a beautiful coat. And so, I'm tickled pink, that everything's going well with her. On the other hand, though, I will probably be putting a video out about Mason. She's getting ready to have babies, and I'm highly considering moving her on. She's not, this will be her 3rd litter since we bought her. Did we buy her in the winter or the fall? I think around November is when we got her. We bought her in the winter or the fall, and she has, she's not doing, like, first off, I bought her because I wanted to try. A try is 3 different colors, black, white, and tan. And she has not given me a try. And I'm friends with her previous owner, and she did not. Yeah. I love it. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know you could do that. How'd you do that? I love that. I'm gonna have to get on your lives and do that. Oh gosh. Did you get your bee thing made? Is that a hive? What do you call that? I don't know nothing about bees or raising bees. But what was I even saying? She is starting to be aggressive, and I put it in quotation marks because she is pregnant. She's towards the end of her pregnancy. She's getting grumpy. Yesterday was her next nest box day. She was at day 28. Sushi. Alright, love you, Chas. What was I saying? She growled at me the other day and kind of went towards me, and I knew it was because of the pregnancy. And so here's the thing: being a horse owner, being I don't know what you get. Somebody that has rode horses, somebody that's helped train horses, things like that. I don't want to say I'm a horse trainer, but I've helped train. I've rode horses. I understand, like horse behavior and things like that. And we had horses. You never want to give in to you got to call their bluff, is about the best way I can say it. A horse, if a horse acts, hateful to you or doesn't want to do something, or if you're riding a horse and they're not listening to you, you don't get off the horse until the horse starts minding you. They change their attitude, they change their behavior. You don't end a ride on a bad note. Because of that, if you do that, they're just going to continue the behavior. And so I treat my rabbits the same way. So if I have a rabbit that is leaning towards me or growling or acting aggressive, first I stand my ground which is hard to do because rabbits can do a lot of damage. For me, I don't like, why is a rabbit more scary than a horse? I don't know. Probably because I've got scars from rabbits, like, digging their nails and claws into me. And I'm constantly, you know, like, I don't know if you can see it, but I've constantly got scratches on me, and that's just part of having rabbits. But anyways, I didn't end, like, she growled and acted, she just kind of, I don't know, she made like a rabbit growl noise, and kind of just leaned towards me, and, I knew she was getting ready to have babies, and so if she wasn't getting ready to have babies, I probably would have just sent her packing. I probably would have, you know, posted her. There's been many people that's asked me about her, they want her, and so I wouldn't have had no problem getting rid of her. But I'm going to read your comments in just a second, Mike. I kept her because she's getting ready to have babies. She's getting ready to have babies very soon. I done give her the nest box, things like that. Well, Andy gave her the nest box, or Lakin did yesterday. She's on day 29 now. She's going to have babies within a couple of days, probably, if not tonight. And so, anyways, so I stood my ground, and I didn't let her have the behavior. And so since then, I haven't had any issues with her coming after me, but I don't want to keep a rabbit that's like that. She's also been really wild. Wild in a way like you can't get a hold of her. Like you've got to chase her around the cage to get her, and I'm not doing that either. Especially when I've got other does that, like, I can just grab, you know, like I can just. And so I will probably sell her after she has the babies. Fingers crossed, guys. Y'all pray that we can get some tri-colored babies, because that's really the only reason why I bought her. I know that sounds awful, but it is because I want that color. And I'm trying to... I was talking about this earlier, and I completely lost train of my thought. I want my rabbitry, especially with my pedigreed rabbits, to be certain colors. Like, I want to be... there's just rabbitries around here, like, they're just known for having certain colors of rabbits. So, like, I want to put my focus and my time and my effort in to perfecting different lines, to perfecting different lines with a certain color. So that's what I'm working towards, and I want tries, but I want tries, and then I want the black and white broken, which you've seen me keep you see that I've got black and white broken. Here's the thing, is you don't really want to, and I did do it, you don't want to breed black and broken to broken, because you can get some genetic issues. So, you know, I've had rabbits for a while, so I don't want to say I know exactly what to look for, because I haven't had the certain genetic issues that they have, but I'm aware of them, and, you know, I'm using my brain when I do it. So let me go up here. I made them. I was just making extra. Let me see. Have a few. It's going to have a few extras. Have a few weeks to upgrade everyone. I worked a horse farm. I had 20, yeah, wow, came at me one day. You stand your ground and throw up your hands. Yeah, you gotta be, horses legit smell fear. They can smell it all over you. And my daughter was pretty much raised around horses. We got horses, I don't know how old she was, maybe 5, maybe younger than that, when we got horses, and so she didn't have a fear. And an irrational fear. Now, she had rational fears, and there's a fine line when you're working with larger animals that you have rational fears. Like, you need to be able to read body language first and foremost. If you are going to have any animal that is larger than you or can hurt you in any way, shape, or form, you need to, and that's all farm animals. That's dogs. I mean, chickens, I guess, which you can typically get it, but children, if you got kids in the mix, they need to learn how to read chickens' body language. They need to learn how to read horses if you're going to have horses, cows, like donkeys, Goats, it doesn't matter. When you have animals, you have to learn how to read body language. It's very important. And you have to teach your children how to read body language with animals, with specific animals, because different animals are going to show different body languages. But with horses, like horses they can unalive you. They can hurt you severely. There was a guy who was local to us who turned his back on a horse. I don't know how long he had the horse. I don't know if he was trained. I think he was a horse trainer. And that horse bit down on his arm and literally just... Y'all, I'm not going to say it on here because I'll probably get flagged. But, like, his arm is no more. His skin is no more. The tendons are no more. Like, from what I understand, he doesn't have use of his arm. And so, you know, where we were in the horse world, we've heard of people getting kicked in the face. We've heard of people just like unaliving, from stuff like that. And so you have to learn yourself, and you have to learn, to be around animals in general, especially farm animals, because a lot of times they're larger or, different. Even dogs. And, you know, we have a Kangal and an Anatolian Shepherd mix. And we have an Anatolian. And guys, those dogs they're called bear dogs. They literally, in the outback areas, in, places with hundreds of thousands of acres, they have these dogs protecting their livestock. And they're called bear dogs for a reason, because they can literally take down a bear. And so you yourself, and if you have children, they need to learn, body language. They need to learn body language. And I think people get animals without learning that. So anyways, all that to say that we had horses, and I learned then. Probably should have learned it before, but I was raised in the city, guys. So, but when we had horses, I learned how to read body language. And I also learned that never end a meeting with your horse on a bad note, because once a bad behavior is done and you allow them to have that bad behavior by backing up, acting fearful, acting scared, walking away, just allowing that behavior to go through, that behavior is locked in. They now know that they can get away with that for the rest of your life or the rest of their life, whoever's gone first. And so if the next guy gets your horse and the horse is doing that, you don't know how that person is going to treat your horse either. And so that's the same thing with me, with all of our animals. Like, I don't let him. Now, our house dog, he's feral. I just say that because he's like my baby, and he can get away with anything. But our farm animals are different. I do not keep mean roosters. I do not keep mean rabbits. I do not keep mean goats. I do not keep mean dogs. I do not keep mean horses. I do not keep any of those things, because all of those things can do some type of damage to you and can hurt you. Rabbits even, like people are like, oh, they're so cute. But if you've ever been bit by a rabbit, you've ever been scratched by a rabbit, they're not actually that cute. They actually hurt. And where I'm in the rabbit world, I know of people that have been bit by rabbits and have legit had to go get stitches. I've got, like I was saying earlier, I've got scars on my arms from having rabbits, like scars that I never had before. Because they scratch, they kick, they bite, they're aggressive, they're mean. Mamas especially can be very aggressive, and they will do whatever they can to get away from you. That's just how they are. And I've had meat rabbits, and I've had pet rabbits. And, like your mini Rexes and things like that are pet rabbits. But if they're not raised and handled from a very young age, and if you've not set boundaries in behavior, they'll get away with whatever. Okay, let me read. I worked horses. What's up, Doc? Rabbit season. It was every time after that I had to go with a whip towards him. He just hated me one day. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too, and animals are like that. I don't think people understand that. Like once an animal has a grudge against you, that's pretty much it. Um, that's pretty much it. It like even rabbits, once they have a grudge against you, that's it. I had a friend that I actually met through, well, I met her on Facebook, but she subscribed to my YouTube channel, and then we became friends through here. And she had a pet rabbit that she had bought, and shortly after she bought them, she bought 2 females. She got one fixed, or she got them both fixed. And the one rabbit never did like her. Like, she was fine before she got fixed. After she got fixed, she held a grudge against her and, like, would, like, do anything to get away from her. Bite, kick, scratch, whatever. And so that's how she was from then on out. And animals are like that. Like, animals, I don't know. And another thing, like we were talking about smelling fear, like if they smell fear on you, you're already the weaker guy. And they don't have any problems. Guys, bad nose. They don't have any problems letting you know that they don't like you. Oh, I wasn't afraid of him. He just snapped one day. I grew up around them. Literally used to be my best friend. I could ride him bareback, yeah. My evil stepmother has a German evil stepmother. Are you Cinderella, Eric? That hates kids. Wow. He went after mine a few times. Took all my willpower. Yeah. No. That wouldn't fly. Not at all. Not even a little. Yep, LOL, we have a doe that hates me, but absolutely loves my wife. Yeah. You've done something to her, Mike. She don't like you no more. That's probably what's going on with May. She just don't like me. She didn't really like me at all. But she tolerated me, but now she doesn't even tolerate me. So she's probably not gonna stay. I have a Boise is her daughter, and so like she's got the same genetics as her, and Boise is her daughter, Dallas is her dad, or May and Dallas made Boise. I have Boise out of May and Dallas, and so I don't really necessarily need her. Might as well be, just need to throw a dress on. Don't forget the glass slippers. And pictures, or it didn't happen. And I will email them to Mike because he will love it. Yes. Pictures, or it didn't happen. I should have feed her twice a day and changed water and held. Oh gosh. Oh, Julie, I've been a mess this entire life. I've been a legit mess. Oh gosh, y'all have had me dying. I can't with mean dogs though. And I don't know if this is how horrible this is, and this is why I don't tolerate, like, when we're talking about, like, tolerating bad behavior from, is it part of the preps, Mike? I thought it was holding money. I thought that thumbs up was holding money. I can't breathe. Oh gosh. Whew. Oh, my chest is hurting. I thought that thumbs up was holding money. Oh. Okay. All right, I gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. All right. Okay. What was I even talking about? Oh. Oh. All right. Okay. Let's get it together. Oh, okay. All right. Let's get serious now. All right. What were we talking about? We were talking about the rabbits. So I don't necessarily need May, and so I'll probably pass her on. I know people that want her, and like me and Mike were talking about, once they have an aggression towards you or they don't like you, then they just don't like you, and you can't really change their behavior on it. And rabbits specifically, I don't know if you've noticed this, Mike. I don't know how long you've had rabbits. But rabbits specifically too, it seems like they take a long time to I don't know, to get comfortable with you. Have you noticed that? Because I don't know, some of them are especially if they're babies, it's for the dress pics from Eric. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was, when I looked at it, I thought, is that holding money? And then the thought came to me, I'm not even going to repeat it. And then I was like, oh no, it's just a thumbs up with the green. So is it money or is it a thumbs up with the green? I think it's a thumbs up with the green. But the thing that rang through my mind is, I don't know if I can fit into my wife's dress. I'm fat. Oh man, this took a turn. Listen, if it's any consolation, I can't fit in my dress anymore either because I got fat. Because I got fat. And so now I can't fit in my dress either. So, have you all, where you're men, you probably ain't seen it, but there's videos of women that are dressing their, they've been married for 20 years and they'll dress in their wedding dress, and show their husbands, and their husbands melt. It's really sweet. But the thought always runs through my mind. I haven't tried my dress on in a long time, but I don't think I could still fit in it. Walter warmed right up, and my window never really warmed up. She accepts head pats from time to time, but I'll have, yeah. Yeah. Goal. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I really think that that's wonderful. Just gotta get a picture with the glasses. Yeah. I think you're saying goal for the marriage couples, right, that have been married for a long time. I think that that's wonderful. Here's the thing is me and my husband have been married going on 10 years. And I remember when I thought people being married for 10 years was a long time. And, I honestly don't feel like we've been married for a decade is not really that long now. I feel like I'm still learning. What is it? I feel like I'm still... Lakin, can you come here and let the dog out, please? Hold on, the dog is demanding things. You gonna go out? You gonna go potty? But yeah, I can't wait for, 10 more years. Because then maybe I'll feel like we've actually been married for a long time, but I probably won't. Like, it's amazing to me that people that have been married for 50 or 60 years. And I know that that's like a lot of, work and dedication to each other, and being faithful, and like all things. His goals for getting in his wife's dress. I was just being funny. I thought you were being serious there for a second. I got all serious. But yeah, I think that's amazing. That people can be married for a long time, and it's just, which I know Mike's married, and I know Eric's married. I don't know if Wilbur's married or not, but that's awesome. That's awesome. So you all are you're just starting out kind of in marriage then, but been together. 10 years is a long time to be with somebody. Me and my husband were together about a year and a half before we got married. I think part of it is that it used to be simpler time for those people married 40 to 50 years. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I think a lot of times there's more, I don't know how to explain, there's more life now. Like, there's more, people are having to, and that's what I like about homesteading, and I like about our lifestyle. It is very slow. We live a very slow life, and because of that, I can be with my husband more. We can be together as a family more, and we can do the things together as a family to build on our relationship, and to build on our marriage. And I think I'm not married, but it's okay. Yeah, it is okay. You're right. It is. And I don't know if you're saying it. I don't know what you're referring to as it is okay, but I think too, and I've talked about this with my husband and with other people, and we've talked about it, about our slow life, and why we choose to live slow, and why we choose to live with little debt as possible. Because I feel like I was saying, like, people have too much life. Like, their life is so fast that they no longer have time for their family. They no longer have time for their marriage. It's constantly just, I'm paying this bill off, and I'm paying that bill, and I have to work 24/7, and I have to work these extra shifts, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. And just constantly, like, chasing their tails, trying to make a life, but they're forgetting the life that they have. Gotta run, dinner coming off the grill. Great chat. Thanks for popping in, Mike. I'll get a Joe Dirt wig or something so I can be majestic. I've known my wife for over 12 years, been married 2 years, but together for 4. That's amazing. I love that. And you all are, like, closer to my age. And so I feel like, we can understand things. We've been married for that long because I got married really young. I had a child really young, and I got married. I was 19 when I got married. So, young. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend getting married that young. And that's coming from somebody that loves being married, loves her husband, just loves this lifestyle. I mean, I love it all. But, 19 is young. And at 19, you don't know anything. Like, at 19, you think you know, but you really don't. Like, I thought I knew, but I didn't. I didn't, and I'm not as smart as I thought I was when I was 19 and 18 years old, especially when I, when I was 18 years old, and when I was 16 years old, and when I was 17 years old. I thought I knew all about being an adult. I thought I knew, I thought I was a genius, I guess, just never met a Wilbur your age. That's an interesting name. Is that like a family name, or did your parents just love that? I love that name. Honestly, I really do. I actually... You're probably going to die. When I had that name on my list of names to name a goat. I was going to have a buck goat, and I was going to name him Wilbur. We landed on Mo. We named him Mo, but I was going to name him Wilbur, and then Mo had a baby, and we were talking about naming him Wilbur, but we didn't. I love the name Wilbur. You're the fourth. Wilbur the fourth. I love names like that, too, that you can pass on. Our family name for men is Edward, but it's Edward for a middle name. So, my grandpa is Edward, middle name. I don't know if his dad was Edward. Very possibly could have been. And then my dad is Edward, and then my brother is Edward. So, I like old names like that you can pass on. That's on my, yeah, Edward, and then, just trying to think. If you ever get a pig, that's where most people get the reference from my name. Yeah, Wilbur from Charlotte's Web. Listen, if I got a pig and I named him, I probably couldn't eat him. He'd have to be named Pork Chop or Bacon. Or probably nothing, because if I named him, that would be it. I couldn't name him Wilbur, especially Wilbur being like a mercy name. Like, she named him Wilbur and then bottle fed him. I couldn't do that. That's a crispy bacon. Oh, I love that crispy bacon. I do. I love that a lot. I'll have to remember that. Crispy bacon. Crispy bacon. That's hilarious. That's really funny. I don't know about you all, but like when I name something, like I have a list. It's probably a woman's thing, but I have a list of like running names of like if I just so happen to have another child, which is probably never, and and then I've got a list of dog names, and I got a list of like goat names and rabbit names in my phone because names are so important to me. Chickens, most of our chickens have names of our big stock chickens, not the exotic birds, but most of our, well, actually, some of our exotic birds have names too. The earlier ones were named. Like I've got Elvis. We got Elvis and Priscilla. We've got, who all do we have? I don't want to go through all the chicken name list. Elvis and Priscilla. We've got Hollard. I can't even think all of them right now. And then my big stock chickens, we've got Silver and Colonel Sanders, and we used to have Chili, and we had Rupert, and but names are important to me. Names are so important to me. I don't know why they are. My husband thinks I'm a nut, but when we get another animal, like if I know I'm getting ready to get an animal, like I'm already preparing names for that animal. I don't know why. I don't know why I have a list of running names for animals on the farm, but I do. Now, animals that we're going to process, I do not name. All right, Wilbur. We'll see you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad that you found our channel. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you for subscribing as well. It means a lot to me. I don't think people realize when I say, like, when people tell me to subscribe, I always say it means so much to me. It really does. It means a lot to me because you're my friend now. It's like having a new friend. So I appreciate it. Thank you. You've kept me laughing like nonstop. So I really do appreciate it. Who all's left? Because it says I got 3 people on. I don't know. Eric, are you still here? It's like supper time, ain't it? People are probably trying to get supper together. I'm back for a moment. Hi, Randy. I didn't even know you were here. Thank you for popping in. You always sit so quiet, but I love that you show up for me. I appreciate it too. You know, I was talking about him subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And you guys are like, you all are so supportive, and it means a lot. It means a lot to have the community I do have here. Maybe longer, Lord's will, I should say. Well, the baby's up, so anything could happen. I'm rooting for you, though. But how is it? I feel like we're going to carry on a whole nother conversation here. How is everybody doing? Has anybody... I know, Eric, you're moving, so you probably haven't started on any garden. You're probably postponing garden work. Randy, have you started a garden yet? I know Chastity has. It's their very first... Is it your very first garden? I guess it's their very first time growing veggies for themselves. And I'm so proud of her for it. But how is everybody's garden doing? If you've started a garden, how is it going? What's your favorite thing that you are growing this year? Somebody commented on my video today You've started. Awesome. Somebody commented on my video today and was talking about planting okra. I love okra so much. Yeah. I'm so excited for you all, Eric. I'm so excited for you guys. Doing okay. The garden's doing good. Yes, I actually love it. I told you would. Do you remember me telling you specifically that you would love the garden? Because I knew you would. I knew you would. I love the garden. I talk about it. But there was I've said it before. There's a YouTuber that said on here, she's a homesteader, and she said, I hate to garden. I hate it. It just seems so much work to her. But I love it. I love the work. Like, I love the work that comes. Yeah, moving's one of those things, especially selling a house is a whole different ball game. Thankfully, that's not something that I've ever had to endure, but I know people that have, and it's work. I'm getting a bit obsessed with keeping seeds, lol. Where have I been all these years? Yeah, and you will get that way. Once my fruit and stuff starts coming in, and like I get a tomato, but it's like mushy or something, like I can't bring myself to throw it away. So then I want to like let it dry out, and I want to save the seeds out of it. But then I wait so long to let it dry out that I forget about it, and I don't put it on like something where it can collect the seeds, and I don't write the name of what it is. And so I put like 5 tomatoes out on the front porch and let them dry out, and I thought I was going to remember the names of them. I didn't remember the names of them, not at all. I let the seeds dry out, and then I never collected them, and so they went from the end of summer all the way up to the spring. I took the tomato plants off the porch this spring and threw them because, like, I don't know what they are, and I didn't collect the seeds. And so, yeah, you get like majorly obsessed with keeping seeds. At least I do, and I don't want to throw nothing out because I can save the seed. I want to pull my hair. I'm iffy about it because where I got the kids, but I'm trying. Maybe a whole yard will be a garden next year. That would be, y'all got a big yard. That would be a very large garden. That would probably be bigger than our garden. But that would be amazing. That would be amazing. And as the kids get older, they're going to be out there with you, and I'm sure they're probably out there with you now, but raise them to love it. Raise them to love growing food. There's nothing like growing your own food. It's such a it's a relief to know what you're eating. It's a relief to just relax and be out there, at least for me. And you know, like I yearn to work in the garden. That's, you know, I think about it all the I think about it, oh, I was going to say all the time, but not all the time, but I think about it very often about just being out there and working in the garden. And in the wintertime, we're talking about, you know, if we're going to add to the garden, or if we're going to put something here, if we're going to put something there, what are we going to grow new this year? And so I love it. They like it, especially Marceline and Nevaeh. Helps in Camden. Not so much. Not as much. LL Carter's love. Yeah. Yeah, years are getting, years are at a helpful age. Besides the baby, years are at a helpful age, and they're gonna love picking the stuff and bringing it in, and it's gonna make it so much fun to, like, it's an amazing experience for children to be able to grow their own food. Yeah. Well, it's a learning experience for you, and it's a learning experience for them, and it's something that you all can do together as a family. Yeah. She'll be more helpful in the years to come. Listen, I've got a picture of Lakin when she was around Nevaeh's age. She was probably a little bit, I don't know if she would have been a little bit younger probably. And she's around 2 years old. And she's got dirt all around her mouth and her face and on her hands. I was working out in the garden, and I looked up, and she was eating the dirt. So, at least it was organic. Yes. And I love that picture. I cherish that picture. But she has been raised to have a garden since Nevaeh's age. She was probably, she might have been younger than Nevaeh. She was in between 1 and 2. So she might have been to somewhere. She, was like walking and talking and stuff, but I can't, somewhere in there. It was our very first garden. And so she was a baby. It might have been her second summer. So she was probably 2. But yeah, gardening is something that the entire family can do together. It's something that the entire family can work on together. It's a learning experience for everybody. It's fun. It's educational, and you're outside. And there's a million things that can be done inside, but there's so many things that can be done. Well, there's so many things that can be done inside, so many things that especially moms need to get done inside, but there's a million things that children can do outside. And you should be outside as a family. You all should be working and playing and doing all the things. Everybody should be outside. And the more you're outside, to me, the happier I am, the happier we are as a family, and probably the happier most people are just being outside. Just something about being outdoors is so helpful like there's studies that shows like it boosts your health to be outside, especially like your physical and mental health definitely. It boosts your health. And of course you can do things like we're planting a garden, or in our case we're working with animals. We're outside. We're sweating and working and doing it together as a family. And that's wonderful. It's wonderful being outside. Well, guys, we've been on for an hour and close to 30 minutes. Not quite. But we have had quite a few people pop on. We have had many, many laughs. We've had a lot of conversations going on. But I'm going to hop off here. I'm thankful for everybody that's been on here. I'm thankful for y'all just being the community you are. You all are so helpful. and just a wonderful community. I'm so thankful. But I appreciate it. Thank you, Eric. It's fun hanging out with you. And love you too, Chas. It's been, later, Randy. It's been wonderful, and you all are much appreciated. This community is much appreciated. But guys, we'll see you later. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. So, bye.